Welcome in session 2 of Basic Electronics. In the last session, we have covered an introduction of basic electronics and the activities we are going to cover in standard 6. Now let us start with the small and basic activity which is based on the tools, electronic tools. So most of the students, they must have heard about stripping and cutting of wires and even soldering and desoldering techniques. So today, basically out of these two, we are going to cover stripping and cutting of wire activity. So if you see, the general electronic tools that we are going to use in lab is stripper and cutter. So in the lab, first of all, I'll tell all students that whatever tools you are going to use in electronics lab, whatever instruments you are going to use in electronics lab, you have to take precaution. Without guideline, don't use these tools or instrument, because it may, because of the misuse, or you can say the use in the wrong direction, that may create an accident. So please avoid it. Under the guidance of teacher only, you are supposed to use these tools. So you must have seen this stripper. I think many of the students at home, they are having this stripper, and I think cutter is also some students they have used it. So now today we will see how to use this stripper and cutter. So now in my hand there are, can you see this? So this is a stripper, blue color, and of course this is a cutter. So if you see this, so there is a spring kind of structure over here and there is a notch over here. So if you see this, see here, there is a notch in between the jaw. So when you press it, see the, the notch, or you can see the hole vanishes. See. So this is actually used to remove the insulation from the metallic wire. And the use of this spring is when you press it, once you remove the insulation, it again regains its original position. So this stripper, it is useful for removing an insulation. Then what is the role of cutter? Simply, as the name itself it is indicating, this cutter, it is useful to cut the wire. Even it is useful for cutting the leads of the electronic component like resistor, LED, diode, capacitor. There are so many components which are having legs. So once you solder the component, that unnecessarily, the lead length you can cut, and you can afterwards use the circuit. So this is very important. This is cutter and this one is stripper, right? So if you see in the diagram, the technique it has been shown like stripping. What is stripping? See here. So in this, in a simple wire, if you see, now in my hand also there is a wire, right? So in such type of wire, it is a multi-stranded wire. What do you mean by multi-strand? There are bunch of, or you can say bunch of metals together, giving rise to a multi-strand wire. See here. So this wire is consisting of multiple thin metals. They are long. I'll remove this and I will show. So if you see this, see here, bunch of wire. bunch of wire. Now suppose I want to use this wire as a conductor, and somewhere into the circuit I want to connect 2 points by using this wire. How should I connect it? So now what I will do is, once you remove the insulation, see here, and how to remove, one more time I'll show. See, now I hold the stripper like this, and into the notch I will insert the wire. See, got it? See here. See, I have fitted the wire into the notch, and you are not supposed to press it with the force. Of course, with the experience you will learn this, but you have to push or force it slightly, so that only the outer part, that is insulation of the wire, only that will be cut, and the rest of the metallic wires which are inside, that should remain as it is. See, so now if you see this, there are a bunch of wires. So if you see this, there are a bunch of wires. Now suppose I want to use this wire. So this is, and that is the reason it is known as multi-stranded wire. There are multiple thin metallic wires inside. Now I will twist it. See. So twisting is important, because now the structure is like this. See here. Can you see in the diagram? The structure is like this, twisting. See here. Now you can use the soldering gun, and you can tin this metallic part so as to all the metallic wires will be together, giving rise to the high strength to the wire. Now these multiple wires together, when you tin it, they form a uniform, a single structure, and that point you can connect into the circuit, or wherever you want to solder it, you can solder. So this is what is and stripping and twisting of wire. Right? So you may also have, in the diagram, if you see, there are different wires with different widths. If you see this wire is of different width, and this black and white wires are of different width. Even the wire which is in my hand, it is of different width, and therefore one has to learn like how to fit the wire into the notch, right? So in advanced stripper you may get right now the stripper what I have, it is little bit of old version, but the new versions which we also have, in that we get a small screw. By adjusting that screw, you can adjust the this gap, this hole size, so that stripping for different wires can be done. So I think most of you have understood the role of stripper and cutter. So if you twist like this, as I said, after twisting, you are supposed to put a tin, a solder metal onto this, so that the strength will be there for connection. Wherever you connect it with the force, it will be connected. And okay, any doubt in this regarding stripping and cutting, you can put a query into the chat box. I will answer. Okay, now after soldering, after stripping and cutting, if you see introduction to soldering technique. Now as an introduction, soldering, if you see, soldering is a process in which two or more items are joined together by melting and putting a filler metal known as solder into the joint. The filler metal is having lower melting point than the adjoining metal. So the purpose of soldering is to have a connection, is to connect 2 points, is to connect 2 circuits, is to connect, you can say, 2 points in the same circuit. So to achieve, the functionality of the circuit, see, normally for just glowing the bulb, what we do, we have to take bulb, we should have a holder for it, then we need to insert the bulb into the holder, and from to the top we are having screws, no, there we fit the wire, and those 2 wires we are connecting it to the mains power supply. Afterwards, when we turn it on, the bulb glows. So now here we do have screws for, fitting the wire onto the top side of the holder. But in many of the electronic circuit, we do have so many connections into the circuit. So every time, using screws or kind of thing, it is not suitable, not reliable. So what we have is soldering technique. It is very efficient, and within a small time you can connect the circuits. So soldering, it is very important for doing the connection of the circuits or connection of the electronic components. Now as shown in the diagram, this is a soldering gun. Can you see this? So this is a soldering tip, metallic tip. This is an insulator part, a cap of the soldering gun where you can hold the gun, right? The other cables, if you see, black cable, this is giving the power supply to the coil which is inside this soldering gun. Now what is coil? Coil is a kind of resistance, you can say. When you connect this 2 pin, when you connect this 2 pin into the mains power supply, the electricity will flow through the coil. The coil is acting as a resistance and it is generating the heat when the electricity flows through it, and because of which this soldering iron tip, it gets hot, it gets heated. So for keeping this soldering gun into the soldering stand, the stand is there, soldering gun stand, where we are supposed to keep the soldering gun whenever it is in use, because the temperature of this soldering tip or soldering metal, it is around 300 degrees Celsius. So it is very dangerous if you touch it directly. So you are supposed to keep the soldering gun into this stand. So this entire stainless steel, or you can say metallic tip, not stainless steel, this entire metallic tip you are supposed to keep inside this spring kind of structure into the soldering stand. This gripper has been given, if you see clearly, there is a gripper onto this what you can say cap, where we are supposed to hold the gun. So I also do have the gun in my hand right now. I will show this. So this is a soldering gun, and now here if you see, there is a gripper. So this pink color part, right, I am holding. So that is an indication, that is a boundary of, that you are not supposed to cross it. So the metallic gun, sorry, the soldering gun, you are supposed to handle like this, like a pen. See how I am holding this soldering gun. See here. Okay. And this metallic tip, now it is, I have turned off, but just for the just the purpose of demonstration, I am touching it. But generally, you are not supposed to touch the metallic body. So this is a tip inside which there is a coil. As I said, when the electricity passes through it, it gets heated. So this is an tip of the soldering gun, right? This point, we are using for melting the solder into the adjoining metals. So this is a soldering gun, and the general angle which has to be made to the surface of the wherever you are soldering, it should be around maximum 60 degrees Celsius, 45 to 60 degrees. Right? You are not supposed to handle the gun like this, even not this. it should be like this, in between, you can say 30-40 degrees to 60 degrees. Okay, and this is an electronic gun stand where you are supposed to put your gun like this. See here. Even if you see, there is a sponge that you might have used sometimes, to clean the slate. So the sponge has been given to clean the tip of the soldering gun. So whenever you do soldering, the tip may get, the reaction happens between the soldering metal and the copper, or you can say metal of this soldering gun. So every time whenever you are using it, you have to clean the tip by using this sponge. Okay. Now for that, again there is a soldering metal over here, just like see here, soldering metal. So this is a metallic wire, and this metallic wire, so soldering metal, we use to solder the two electronic component leads. So the use of this metal is, it is a filler. It fills the gap. It connects the two electronic components. So this is going to melt. This is going to melt. And who will melt this? The soldering gun. And for what purpose we are melting it? We are filling this metal, soldering metal, into the what you can say, the point where we do want to connect the two wires, or you can say two electronic components. For the demonstration purpose, I will show you how the soldering gun works. Just pay attention. So if you see the definition, soldering is a process in which two or more items are joined together by melting and putting a filler metal, that is also known as soldering metal, into the joint. The filler metal having a lower melting point than the adjoining metal. See, if the melting point of the filler, if it is greater than the adjoining metal, it is of no use. It is unlike welding, no? Soldering does not involve melting the workpieces, right? So, without thinking too much, let's do the experiment. Now, I have already stripped the wire. Now again I will take one more wire, see here. Now I want to show stripping, so I am twisting it, right? Now see here, now the gun is heated. If you want to see the temperature, I am using this metallic wire, see, soldering metal, sorry, and if you touch like this, you can see the fumes. Can you see the fumes, students? See here. So it is heated. Now the temperature of this part, it is around 300 to 400 degrees Celsius. So one has to use it carefully. Now see how I am holding this, still the fumes are coming. Okay. Now I will show you. Okay. Yeah, stand is here. Now see here, there is a soldering stand over here available. Now I am going to connect the wires. See here. One wire I am going to attach over here. It is not mandatory, because just for the purpose of demonstration, you should see it clearly. That is the reason I am using the soldering gun, the PCB stand. Yeah, okay. So see here. Now I am going to solder this wire with another wire. So see here. Now see how I am connecting this wire. So I will hold the wire like this, and once you do this, I will twist this. See, now two wires I have connected. Now if I am not doing soldering onto that point, they can be easily removed. So now I'll solder these 2 points. See here, now I have a metallic wire in my hand. See here, can you see? Now I am soldering this point. Now it has been soldered. So if you see this, now the soldering is perfect. You cannot remove the wire. See? See? Okay. So that is a start for this soldering, and in the next session we will complete the a bit advanced of soldering, soldering onto the board and desoldering again from it, right? So this is for today's session. Students, take care of you at home. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.